Welcome to King of the Palace. I'm Dennis Nelson, staying here with this week's bowlers. We have no returning king, so we have all 5 brand new bowlers, and we will be crowning a new King of the Palace 80% champion. To my left, number 5 seed with a roll-off score of 633, Brian Robinson. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to be here.
First time to the show. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, first time here, and just looking forward to a good match.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
All right, well, good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
And to my right, he's here all the time, but his first time on the show, both of them first time on the show. Number 4 seed with a roll-off score of 652, Matt DiTilio. Welcome.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts about bowling for the first time on TV?
Well, like you said, I've been trying to qualify for the show for about 3 years now, and got lucky today and made the ladder.
That's
So,
it?
Happy to be here, yeah.
What do you thought on possibly wearing that title belt?
I'm ready.
Ready? How about you?
You'd have to make it a little bigger, but, you know.
I think we have an extender in the back, if you're all right. Well, good luck to both of you. I'll see one of you in the 11th box.
Welcome everyone to the King of the Palace. This is where it all started. 80% handicap world title match. The returning champ could not return. So on alley 3, we have newcomer Brian Robinson.
They're both newcomers.
And we have a very special guest.
I wouldn't go that far.
Hey.
He's usually in front of the camera, but this time around, say hello, sir.
Hello, everybody.
It's Mr. Dean Sullivan.
AKA Dean of the Palace.
I took it easy on everyone today.
Yeah, this is a position that you don't normally see, huh?
No, it's a different aspect.
So tell me, Dino, what is it like when you step up to the plate in front of the cameras before you even throw a ball?
Nothing.
Give people the perspective, since a lot of people don't do the show, or they just watch it and
You just got to ignore the camera. It's not there. You just got to think of it as a regular, like bowling on a league, bowling for fun. You just got to go up and bowl your game. The camera's there, but you just got to forget it's there and just enjoy yourself and have fun.
Brian gets 18 for 2.
Up now on alley 3, Matt DiTilio. Matt's qualifying score was a 652. His average is a 104. He's been bowling for 12 years. His high single is a 160. His high trip is a 403.
He's here all the time. First time he actually made it, though.
Yeah.
A little off to the left.
He's the MK right.
Yep, off to the ocean.
But it's still a spare leave.
True. Very true. Especially for you, Dean, right?
Yeah. Half Worcester's a spare leave for me.
I picked one of those up in the qualifier round.
Yeah, I did too.
Then I filled it with a 2.
I filled mine with a strike.
No one likes a bragger, Dean.
I'm not bragging.
9 box for Matt. Quick shout out to Taz Tower 44 watching from Moncton, New Brunswick. Thank you.
Want to give a shout out to our sponsors, North End Mazda Subaru in Lunenburg, Mass. Visit buynorthend.com or go there in person and see Marty Babineau and his excellent sales staff on a new or pre-owned Mazda or Subaru. Also, go to YouTube, type in Watch Me Suck at Bowling, and see my great friend George do parodies on Candlepin, Duckpin, Elevator Racing, stores closing, whatever he can think of, and of course, 10-pin bowling.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Also, if you're wondering, you're missing a familiar voice. Steve underwent a procedure, and he could not be here, so we are keeping him all in our thoughts and our prayers. And hopefully he'll be back soon.
Get well, Steve.
Yep, get well, Steve.
It's just not the same without hearing him say, how does that happen, or the lily, or it's going to be different.
Yeah.
Or even turn around and start yapping about the length of the alley. The weight of a ball.
Kevin just wanted to run down the alley for some reason. At least he wasn't streaking.
He wanted to. Oh God, nobody wants to see that. Oh man. That's why he's here. His wife didn't want to see it either.
Yeah.
Thank you to Nick Lang for your comments. Amazed at the 2 split spares at one of the ends of the
Oh,
episode.
there's a break.
Up now on alley 3, Brian Robinson, who's a newcomer. His qualifying score was a 633. His average is a 108. He's been bowling for 30 years. His high single is a 182. His high trip is a 432.
Just missed that one.
Yeah, it looks like the nerves are in there with the people.
Yeah, first time for both of them, absolutely.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Trick is to get your first mark. When that happens, it kind of settles you in a
got to
little.
break the ice.
you got to turn around. One question for you, Dean. Since you've been a regular on the show and you've held multiple titles, can you please explain to Dennis what it feels like to hold that title?
It's a good feeling. It's an accomplishment. It means you know you did your best to get to where you were.
Listen, pal, I was king once, all right? I was the king right before, as we introduced the belt.
Yeah, but Dennis, that don't come with
Ooh,
only
I
3
know.
bowlers.
It was 4.
I love you guys.
It's my kryptonite. Those belts are my kryptonite, I swear to God.
Well, then you should have won the Easter Classic by now.
If I didn't have 2 little kids at home, I'd be there competing. I love that format.
Want to give a big shout out to all the bowlers that came out today. Excellent turnout. We had 29.
Yes. No, 30.
30.
One came in last minute.
Yeah, 30 bowlers. So that was a spectacular turnout. So thank you very much for all of you guys. We can't do what we do without the bowlers.
That'd be kind of hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, pretty soon, sooner or later, it'll be like CGIs.
Go ahead. Thank you to Brandon Cowell and Watson 956. A great match. Oh, look, Dean Sullivan is the 2nd seed. Surprised?
Not anymore.
I took a break, everyone.
I just couldn't believe it when I was looking at to announce the seedings. I'm like, wait a minute, there's a name missing.
I know. Dean's name isn't here. What is up with that?
Yeah.
And we had no returning king, so we will be taking.
We took all
Took
5.
five, yep.
5, yep.
And we will have a new king at the end of the day, end of the ladder series.
It is really weird without Steve.
Yeah, it is.
It's different.
Better, different, or not, or just different in general?
I don't know.
Well,
Because sometimes it's like the comic relief,
Yeah, it's true.
you know, and
Yeah, and all I do, I just want to watch the pins fall. So
Gets a
Well,
nice break off the ocean on that one.
as Steve would say, Dean, how would you hit this shot right here?
Quickly. We just slid by it.
head pin.
Not like that.
Still has the 1-6.
No, but I did see some good bowling today. There was a lot of good bowlers out there. There were some good scores.
There were a lot of 600 scores.
Yep, a lot of 600s.
After 4, Brian Robinson at 34, Matt DiTullio at 38.
Brian's home lanes are Union Street lanes in Holbrook, Mass.
Ooh, sorry.
And he also bowls in Timberland lanes in Abington and Exeter lanes.
Yeah, he bowls at the once-a-month league, same as me. You should come down sometime. It's a great league. Join it.
What, once a month on a Sunday?
Yeah.
Off in the
gets
ocean,
a
but he
little-
gets a
Look at
break.
that
right?
break. Got a
A
bunch
lot
of
of
them.
good wood to help out with that one.
5-7 with 5 pieces of wood laying on the deck.
5 pin takes it all. Right there.
Nice
There you
shot.
go.
Here's the first mark of the match.
Double wood in the gutter.
Want to thank everybody out in YouTube land, Facebook, and local access for tuning in and watching King of the Palace, the #1 rated Candlepin bowling show in all the lands.
It is a
fairy
good
tale?
bowling show.
Shout out to Super Suzuki Maniac. Matt Bilski from Coventry, Rhode Island. Thank you for your comments.
I actually have a shout out of my own. I have to go find it. Hang on. Give me a minute.
I shall not.
Dun, 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 dun,
Brian.
Little working pins.
Drops 4 on his spare. Here's the 4 horsemen right side with the 7 and 9 pin with 2 pieces of wood in between. Ooh, it just curved. I think he was trying to hit the outside of that. No, just go for a big out.
Okay, here's my shout out. You ready for this?
No.
I received a phone call from Ohio,
Oh, nice.
and they were having some issues with some of their alleys because they Seneca Lanes in Fostoria, Ohio, had bought some of the lanes from Maine. I'm assuming that it's the old
One of the old lanes up there. Yeah.
Yep, and they put them down in Ohio. So a shout out to Jan Thibodeau, who's the
that's a
owner
nice ball.
of Seneca Lanes in Fostoria, Ohio.
We talk about that house a lot.
Yeah. So if you guys are in the neighborhood down there, swing in. Tell them that you heard them mention on the King of the Palace, man. Support the Candlepin bowling industry.
Absolutely. Matt's got a tough spare leave here.
Yep, cap the wood. Cap it, drives it straight back.
And a shout out to Terry Gulp,
Nice shot.
who actually
Perfect shot.
and Terry Gulp, who actually informed me to give them a call to give them a hand. Since there's no Candlepin alleys down there, if they have an issue, they have to reach out to somebody. So it was kind of
Well,
cool.
that's a good thing to do. I mean, that's keeping the sport alive, and it's moving it out to the west.
Yep,
At least if I go out there now, I know I can go bowl.
that's right.
Yep. 3 fill, that hurt. But see, back to your question earlier, Dave. My question would be, Dennis, why haven't you made the show?
Because I stink.
Matt comes out of his home alleys at Colonial Bowl in Worcester, Mass. He also bowls on the Shot in a Beer League and Mel's Lunch. I'm assuming that's a league. Mel's Lunch.
Must be.
After 6, both bowlers are tied at 56. And a shout out to Open Mind 1966 coming from Nashua, New Hampshire. Here's to Dave, Steve waiting for a Bronchuck, and the Nuz. The question, have you in the 6 seasons had a bowler
Oh, what a ball, what a ball.
knock the linkage loose, hit the button, and kaboom, crunch? The setter crunches the pins with a violent sound.
Oh, great, thanks.
No, it hasn't happened
Jinx.
yet, knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. That would kind of screw the whole show up.
Yeah, a little bit.
That means we'd have
Nice
to
spare.
do some repair work or move the alleys.
Yeah. And thank you for 818 subscribers. We made the 800 mark. Let's see if we can make 850.
Yeah, let us know where you're watching it and who you're watching it with and who you're sharing it with. It's always great to hear from the audience,
Just a 2, Phil.
whether it be on YouTube, where Dennis will answer, or you can Facebook message me myself. I do answer every single one of them.
Oh, I got to apologize. I haven't really answered a lot of YouTube questions on YouTube. I've answered them on the air, but
Right.
I've been slacking them. I apologize.
That's all right.
But I'm getting to
Summer's
'em.
coming.
It's odd without Steve.
Yep.
It's like just something missing.
Sorry, I'm not that old yet.
You just want someone to make fun of.
I don't have any candy in my pockets either. Get Dennis going.
No holes either.
No. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the headpin head.
I'm waiting patiently.
Out in the ocean. How does that happen, Dennis? How does that happen?
Oh, you released it a little too early.
Yeah, he just didn't let it follow through.
See if we can recover with the second ball. Looks good.
Ooh,
just
snuck
missed the head
by.
pick.
Just a hair off.
Oh, no squirrel here either, so
Someone's going to have to run down and get it. Oh,
maybe it's going back. No, it stopped.
I don't
and
know.
everybody, it's Brandon
Oh.
DiTulio.
Should we
who's
call
run down.
shenanigans on that? He's down there helping his brother.
Yeah, hang on. Let's see if he comes back up. Oh, look at that. Shout out to who? What?
I thought it was a squirrel alert.
I said, should we call shenanigans where his brother's going down there to fetch his wood?
Yeah.
Well, at least he kept it in the family.
That's true.
Oh, jeez.
8 box. He's down. Matt's down 4 pins box to box right now. But still plenty of bowling left. It's only 4 pins.
Yeah, you still got 2 boxes plus another string. It's a game. It's all offense. You never give up.
Right.
Throw the ball and let the pins fall.
I was waiting for it. His catchphrase. Nice ball.
There it goes. There's a good ball.
So who won the Easter Classic for other people that
Chris
don't know?
Bovier did win it.
Chris Bovier.
Yeah?
Chris Bovier came in and won it. I came in 8th place, and a lot of other people came in between us.
Nice.
And after you.
Yep.
Nice. Good turnout.
64 or 65, I think.
Oh,
Wow.
kidding me. Pin jumped up and just stayed.
Yeah, it was a great tournament.
Yeah.
Are they going to have it again next year now?
Yeah, as far as we know, yes, it will be held next year.
Good.
That's good.
It's a great tournament. It was the 30th year. Leader Lanes does a great job running it.
They do. I've done it a couple times.
There's a lot of good bowlers that go to it. It's a great. If you've never bowled in something like that, do it once before it's over because it is an experience you'll never forget.
Absolutely. Even if you just go down and watch it.
Ooh, half whistle to the left.
How does that happen?
So after after 8, Brian's at 77, Matt's at 73.
It's my favorite shot.
Only when it goes.
Very makeable. Right there. Ooh, nice
Now, do you
try.
prefer the inside or the outside?
I always go to the outside.
Yeah, that's why I
On the
usually
left
that's
side.
why I usually punch through the hoop a lot.
Yeah, because I'm trying to just barely
Kiss
hit
it.
the head pin to get it to fly off the wall and come back across.
Yep. That's how I miss a lot of them. Or
You
spares.
just got to try to throw a strike ball.
Yeah.
And my strike balls, the best work is on the 1-2 side.
Right.
Makes
I mean,
sense.
I can hit it on either side, but
Yeah.
80% of the time I could probably hit it, and if it doesn't go, it doesn't go. But a lot of the times, it goes into the I threw it right through the hoop.
It's preference of bowler.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
Right.
Because everybody throws their ball so different.
Yep.
No one throws it the same, like Steve tells everyone. And it is true.
Each bowler has their own unique style.
It's like fingerprints.
Yep.
Everyone's is different. Some are similar, but not the same.
I mean, a lot of the guys throw the same smooth ball, but different action on the ball, different release.
I'm waiting for one of these two to actually start to explode, because I tell you, I bowled next to Matt, and
Yeah, they were doing good during the
they were
qualifiers.
doing very well.
They were throwing a lot of balls. I think the cameras and nerves and
Yeah,
Could be.
Could be.
Brian finishes with a
Right.
94 string.
and it is you know what the difference is? The biggest part of this
You're
just two people bowling.
Yeah.
Where in the beginning you got 30 people bowling.
Right.
Yep.
It makes a difference because you block out everything else.
Right.
There you go. There's the
Where
second
right
round.
now it's just the two of them bowling head to head,
Right.
2 at a time, and it makes it a different type of format.
Absolutely does.
So it changes the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's being able to keep your mindset focused on what you're doing.
Right. That one got away from him. Drops 4.
Yep.
4 on the mark.
Makes it even.
No, he's up 2. Matt's up 2 right now, box to box.
Would have been kind of cool to see brother versus brother.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He needs one more pin to tie Brian for the string.
Oh.
Didn't tie him.
So after 1, Brian is at 94. Matt is at 93. 1 pin lead for Brian going into the second string.
We give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. North End Mazda Subaru. Visit buynorthend.com or go to them in person and see Marty Babineau has an excellent sales staff on a new or pre-owned Mazda or Subaru. Also, go to YouTube, type in Watch Me Suck at Bowling and see my great friend George do parodies on Candlepin bowling, duck pin bowling, stores closing, elevator racing, just pretty much about anything else, and then, of course, 10-pin bowling. I'm fine. Thank you.
Wow, that's twice.
That's twice.
Wow.
Check your temperature. Well, it's not an explosive match, but it is very close. Only 1 pin separating our bowlers.
Well, every pin usually counts, right?
That's what I say it all the time.
Oh, right. Throws the ball down the middle and gets the.
How does that happen?
Yeah, he got the.
Matt's favorite shot is the single pin with a plank, and his least favorite shot is a spread eagle.
I would call that the spread eagle with clipped wings.
Still got 4 pins up on the deck. He'll go to the right side to try to get big count out of this. And he
Oh,
does.
nice offer.
Nice 9.
Nice 9. It's about all you can do with the half
Yeah.
twister. You go one side to the other. 1 out of 50 times it'll go.
I almost made it in the roll-off. Left the 2-pin. Oh, nice ball. Wow. A little too full.
Little full, but he got the split. Now he's got to work for it.
4-7-10. I usually play this one on the right side of the 4-pin, bang it off the wall, and slide it over for the 10-pin.
I'd try to cut it right across. Just like
Oh, nice
shot.
pickup. Beautiful shot.
now we know why he made the show and you don't.
Exactly.
You know, I want to mention this to George. I want him to do a video. And George, if you're listening, I want you to do a video of when you go down to Kmart, you have that panhandler guy right there that's looking for cash, right? And then right across the street, there's like McDonald's and Burger King, and you always see signs, help wanted. Can you do that for me?
Brian leaves the MK right.
Think about it.
Oh, nice bid on it.
Oh, is it
Hey,
going to roll back?
Almost.
Brian's favorite shot is the 5-pin with wood, and his least favorite shot is the 5-7 or 5-10.
Good pin. Tens are important in this game.
Absolutely. Brian's up 2 pins right now, box to box, but now he's up against a spare. He definitely wants a mark now. Just slid by the head pin.
But he's getting some breaks. He's getting a lot of wood action. Very makeable spare.
Not
I
too
don't
bad.
know.
Right down the middle, right at that red line on that dead wood laying in front of the 2-pin.
Are you listening?
Nice pickup. So, Dennis, who is the toughest bowler you've ever had to bowl against? Who makes you the best bowler that there is?
I've bowled against a lot of the greats. Chris Sargent, Jeff Surratt, Dave Barber, Craig Holbrook, Bob Wickham, Dean Sullivan.
Yeah, but who is like the one person that you just like want to go against that gives you the best match and brings out your best? That one person. Dean, same question.
Everybody. I mean, all of them. I've bowled against all of them. I've bowled in all the pro tours.
There's just not one person that you want to go head-to-head, mano-a-mano with?
I'll bowl everybody. I don't mind. I'll even go against Dennis, you know.
Ooh, wow. Just missed that.
It's everybody because each person's going to bowl their own game.
Right.
I mean, Chris Bove's won Easter now twice.
Yes.
And I bowl with him every week on Thursday League.
Right.
He is one of the most consistent bowlers there is. He throws the same ball every time.
Joe Smith is like that, too. Joe Smith is one of the most underrated
Yep.
bowlers I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Joe Smith is from Maine. He's another one.
No.
Like Will Haskell, he's another one.
No, Joe Smith that I'm talking about isn't from Maine. He bowls out of Academy.
Oh, okay.
But he's
Oh, look at this.
he's an unbelievable bowler, and I don't think he gets half the credit he deserves. He's a phenomenal bowler.
I've bowled with Bobby Francoeur, who even at, I think he's in his 90s now, late 80s,
Yeah.
still bowls.
Really?
And he can bowls the same ball he threw 30 years ago.
Wow.
I mean, doesn't have the power he used to have, but it's like him. It's like Joe Ashline's another person who used to bowl consistently and be good at it.
And Phil Clough still bowls really well.
Yep.
Phil Clough's
Very
a great
competitive.
bowler. He's a good bowler. He has a unique approach. He has his own.
I don't
But
know
he-
how he can keep bowling the way he bowls, because if I bowled like him, I
I'd
wouldn't be able to
I'd
get
in
up.
the hospital.
God love him.
I wouldn't be able to get up.
I
But
talked
his ball works, and
Yeah.
that's what it does.
Brian working on a spare.
Goes with 4. I talked to Phil Clough earlier before we started. I said, did they create bowling shows just you had something else to bowl on? Because he was on every single bowling show ever created, and he just laughed about it.
Well, Dean's held every title in King of the Palace.
Right, but this is one
Right.
show. I mean, but he's been on every show.
You've held every title.
No, he's missing one.
I haven't held the scratch yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
He'll get it eventually. I have faith. Nice $10.
I look at it this way. We bowl the NECO tournaments right now. Maryland and I are bowling as a team in the NECO knockout tournaments. We made the next round, but we'll
And
see
you
how
guys
it
are
goes.
the champs,
and
aren't
we're the
you?
champs, reigning champs on the mixed doubles.
Yeah.
So And I'm sure Nick will be ready to bowl next fall for the doubles.
Huh?
I'd take Dennis as a partner, but I don't know if I could carry that weight.
Yeah, I'm a lot of weight to carry.
It's a great game. It's
It's a lot of fun.
That's exactly why I do it. I go to have fun.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
look
what
at
a
that.
shot.
That was a slap and tickle and a prey.
That's
Yeah.
Spear?
Yeah.
I thought it was a math error. I was trying to figure that out. So after 4, Brian's at 44 working on a spear. Matt is at 48. Matt is up 2 pins right now, box to box.
That is a good ball.
Ah, almost wrecked the rack. Leaves the 4-pin.
The hardest thing in Candlepin bowling to hit.
It can be. Yeah. Actually, this is wrong. Something's wrong, so I'll figure it out in a minute. This is right. My up and down is wrong. -1's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was down 1 going in. So 9 box puts him at 57 through 5.
Well, halfway through.
Very close match. He definitely would like to throw another mark right here.
Yeah, he would need a mark. Matt needs to sit on one. He needs to get something moving, and there's another good 9-pin drop.
Go right at the pin like it's not even there.
Yep, that's all you can do.
Some people tend to get a little leery with a piece of wood like that, but just act like it's not there.
Yeah, you just throw it, go right at the pin.
Absolutely.
That's all you can do. Because the wood's going to slap the wall and come right off it.
There you go. Nice spear.
That's the way to sit.
So both bowlers have 4 marks right now. Starting to heat up a little bit.
Well, it all depends on what Brian does. Brian's got the opportunity to to put the match back in his court.
He's down
to
3 right now, so
Put him on the offensive.
yep. Whenever he gets over 3, he'll take the lead.
There's a good ball, little off. Gets to 6, though.
He's the 4 horseman right, piece of wood between the 6 and 10.
Run it right down the center. 1-3 pocket. The wood on the side should help him out immensely. Right there.
Oh, wow.
Right through it. Little full.
Things you got to do when you're a dad.
Hey. Smart move. He went for the pins. Only got 8, but
What did I miss? Anything good?
Matt's got a spare in the 6th.
Want to give a shout out to everybody out on Facebook land and on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in and local access and leaving your comments. Good, bad, or indifferent. We cannot do what we do without your support. And thank you very much. I know Dennis put out the call of he wanted so many subscribers, and we hit that mark, and we're climbing. So
Absolutely.
let's keep rocking and rolling.
818. Gotta love it.
And they're from all around the world.
Yeah, that's the great part. Everywhere.
Ooh,
Well, a little full on that.
beautiful, a lot of sap.
My thing to say is I think a lot of the bowlers out there that watch the show, that bowl on leagues, should come down and take the chance because you just never know. This house is a good house to bowl at in a
Oh, he
competition.
picked it up.
Just for everyone, because no matter how many people are here, 104 average bowlers, 90 average bowlers are making the show.
Yep.
They only gotta come and bowl and try out.
We had a former
And I
king.
know a lot of the bowlers out there that are afraid to because they think just because people like me are here bowling, I bowl because I enjoy it. I like Dave. I like the show. I like helping them out. I like promoting it.
Yeah, well, you know what it is too is I'm like, if you look at these two guys' averages, what's your average?
I got a 115 average.
Right, and their averages are 104 and a 108.
Right.
You know,
Anyone can do it.
right.
We've had a king that was a 95 average.
We have somebody in the tournament that has a 96 average. So the 80% handicap, I designed it for everybody.
It makes
to
it
do
a fair tournament.
Right.
You know, you just have to do your job.
Absolutely.
According to Bill Belichick, just do your job.
Yeah.
man.
Just come down, bowl your game.
Have fun.
I mean, I know when we had the mix, we had women from Leo Lane's bowl here, and even they said it's a good place to come. They loved it. It was a great turnout. It was a great thing to do, and I'm sure they'll be back.
Oh, 2, Phil.
Oh,
Worcester right. but it's a good spare leave.
You know, that's why we created the show. You know, for every average bowler, and also for a lot of the better bowlers. I mean, like, you know, the high was a 120.
And he made the show.
But he did it scratch.
Yep.
You know, so you would anticipate him.
Dan was throwing a great ball all day.
You know,
and he was getting some good balls. He was getting some good breaks too.
Yeah.
And it makes a difference.
I mean, he's actually a former king of the 80%, and
Right.
he couldn't defend because he had something else going on.
Right.
So technically, he never really lost the title.
Right.
So hopefully, you know, we'll see. You know, in
See
the
if he
coming
can hold
weeks,
it.
if he can earn it back.
All right, Brian needs to make a move now. He's down 7 pins right now. Box
oh,
to
there's a
box.
good 9-pin drop.
Now he just needs to put it right in the face. He's up against a spare 2, so.
Yeah, this is where the fill will hurt him. On that side.
When Brian's not bowling, he's a compliance BSA analyst at South Shore Bank.
All over it.
He
Nice
also,
ball,
he
Brian.
also enjoys bowling and poker.
It's a tight match. It's
Yeah.
no blowouts, no walkaways.
It's just every pin counts.
Yeah.
Like I said, box to box, he's down 7. He's up against a 2 fill, so he's down 9 technically right now, minus whatever he fills.
Well,
He puts 6 on it.
6 on it.
So
That helps.
He's only down 3.
He's down the handicap.
Yep.
See, a lot of people don't realize the handicap makes the difference because it makes it an even playing field for everybody bowling.
Absolutely
Exactly.
I mean, well, you saw it with Chris Paddington in the last doubles series. I mean, he's a what, 104, 103, 104 bowler? He threw a 106 half, 107
Monahan.
half.
Chris Monahan?
Chris
Yeah.
Monahan.
Yeah.
He throws a 107 half. I mean, anyone can throw a great game.
Yep. It just happens to be there.
Unfortunately, he didn't get to finish it.
Nope. I would like to have seen him finish it.
I would have too because I think he would have choked.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
still-
there
we
is
still better-
there is definitely no love lost between Chris and Dean.
We
Dean's still
had
better.
that discussion earlier. No, there's no. It didn't phase me. I mean, hey, we were down 50 pins after that match, and we came back and only lost by 20.
But I do remember there was a lot of jaw jacking after that off camera.
Oh, nice bit on
always.
You know,
It was good.
and that's what I like. It's good, clean. You know,
It's
fun.
a lot of fun.
No, no ill will. It's just like, like you got me this time.
I will tell him right now, those were 3 of the best thrown balls I've seen him throw in his whole career of bowling. And they were 3 of the best balls he's ever thrown.
that. They were exploders. I thought he was going to get that 4th one.
Yeah, the 4th one, if the wood in the back hadn't rolled up, he would have had it because the other pin was going to knock it down.
Yeah.
So right now, Matt's up 5 pins, box to box, and he just threw an 8 box. So that leaves the door open for Brian a little bit to see if Matt can finish.
When Matt is not bowling, he is a marketing for Athena Healthcare Systems, and he also enjoys baseball and bowling. And he wants to give a shout out to his brother Brandon, who's in the crowd, who tried to qualify as well, and he came up short.
Oh, wow.
Nice offer. That was a great offer.
It was. Well, that leaves the door open for Brian. 5 pins. 10 box puts him at 114.
So Brian needs 1 mark to make it over.
Brian needs 24 pins to win.
Yeah.
Want to give a shout out to our sponsors, North End Mazda Subaru in Lunenburg, Mass. Visit buynorthend.com or visit them in person and see Marty Babineau and his excellent sales staff on a new or pre-owned Mazda or Subaru. Also, go to YouTube, type in Watch Me Suck at Bowling. See my great friend George do parodies on Candlepin Bowling, Duckpin Bowling.
There's a nice
There's a
way to
bomb,
bomb.
the first bomb of the match. And 10-pin bowling. He also does a lot of different parodies and gaming videos. So thank you guys and George and Marty for being excellent sponsors and supporting
Throws
what
a
we
5
do.
or more on it, he's won the match.
7.
I want to thank everybody out on Facebook, YouTube, and Local Access for tuning in and watching King of the Palace, and also all the bowlers that came out
Oh. Well, all he needs is 1 more pin.
to compete for
the fill.
the vacant world title.
Absolutely.
I want to give a big thank you out to FATV for doing everything that they do for us, making us look good, making the bowlers look great.
And there it is.
Nice offer.
Give a shout out to Amber behind the scenes, who's probably going to sit in at some point in time during the telecast. Also, Mr. Sullivan.
I appreciated the offer. It's glad I got to do it. It's a different perspective of watching this game, but I prefer the other side, to be honest.
And Dennis, and thank you all. And a big shout out to Mr. Steve Bronchuk. Get better, my friend. You've been a great friend of mine for a very long time, and everybody at the King of the Palace wishes you nothing but the best and a speedy recovery. And we look to hearing your voice one more time
Absolutely.
on the King of the Palace. Dennis.
After 2, Brian threw a 119 for a 2-string total of 213. Matt 114 for a 2-string total of 207. Brian had 5 spares and 1 strike. Matt had 5 spares, so the strike told the difference.
So Brian advances, and next week he will be facing the number 3 seed and Steve Reno Jr.
Gonna be a great match.
Good
All
luck
right.
to everybody.
Dennis.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much. And let's get to the 11th box with the news.
Welcome to the 11th box. I'm Dennis Nuzzle, staying here with this week's winner. Not a high-scoring match, but a very tight match to the very end. 213 to 207. Winner is Brian Robinson. How'd you feel?
Well, I was on the 2-pin a lot, as you could see. So hopefully make some corrections for the next one. Close match, definitely.
It was. You made a clutch strike in the last couple of boxes that actually set it up for the win.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about bowling first time on TV?
A little nervous at first, but once you get going, just bowling.
I usually tell everyone once you throw that first mark, that kind of settles you in. Is that true?
I'd say so. Yeah. Definitely.
Well, great. Congratulations, but it's not getting any easier because next week the number 3 seed, no stranger to King of the Palace, Steve Reno Jr.
Yep.
So we'll see everyone then.